Hi guys, it's Angie with Herbally Ground Tarot. Okay, what did I say? Herbally Ground? Herbally Hip Tarot. Herbally Ground. Herbally Ground is my herb store that I go to, and I have to go there today. So I think that's why it's on my head, because after I get on with this video, I'm going to go to my herb store because there's some herbs I need to get. So that's why I said Herbally Grounded. That's my herb store. Sorry, this is Angie with Herbally Hip Tarot. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, like always, I got some more questions to ask Spirit and my cards. Let's go. I do want to talk about something before I get started. Yesterday, I felt a shift in energy, and it actually kind of started freaking me out. I kind of was feeling a lot of fear about, this election, if it'll ever get turned over and everything. Like, I felt something was weird, something was off. And it actually caused me to have quite a bit of fear. And then I had watched something on MSNBC that wasn't good either. And I was like, I went to bed like that. That's not a good way to go to bed. So I woke up this morning and I started watching. Her name is, her channel name is Healing Truth Tarot. I will put a clickable link below. You guys, she is awesome. I absolutely adore her. She's so in tune with the universe, with her spirit guides, everything. I absolutely love her. I love her readings. I love how much knowledge she has, spiritual knowledge she has. So she explained. Now I'm not. She reads tarot, but she's also studies astrologically, all of that stuff. And I'm not really up on the astrological stuff, but she breaks it down, and this made me feel so much better. So I felt so uneasy yesterday because what happened was, and she explained it. Let me just, I wrote this down, my notes. Okay, there was an energy shift yesterday, which was November 22nd, 2024. I'll say that in case people in the future are watching this. And the energy of the planets have shifted. Now, there's been a planet that was in another planet that shifted out of the planet. Okay, I'm not sure about those planets, but let me say there were a shift in the planets, okay? And I felt this. I had been telling my husband for like the last, I've been saying it for the last year. I said, why have we been in just in a state of a disruption for the last 15, 16 years? I said, since 2008, since we had the 2008 crisis, it's just been one crisis after the next, after the next, after the next. It's and the energy has just been, it's not been smooth, okay? It's been erratic. Horrible things have been happening. It's just been really bad. And before that, we had a good 10, 12, 15 years of just pretty smooth riding. Well, the planets were in a weird position, and they would be in that weird position for 15 years. Until yesterday, and I think it was yesterday or the day before, but in the last few days. And so those planets have come out from each other, and now that that's happened, they've shifted again. The planets have shifted again. But now she explained with this next phase of planets that shifted, we're going to go into smooth waters. I was like, oh, so what I was feeling when I was feeling like uneasy and actually fear, it was that shift of energy of the planets. That's what it was. I was like, oh, and it made so much sense to me. So now we're going into, the planets have shifted. So now we're going to go into a time period of more even waters. Okay. We were in uneven waters. We were in like tornadoes. Okay. For 16 years. Now we're going to go to calmer waters. What else did she say? I want to make sure I get it right. So we're coming out. We're going to go into smoother, calmer waters. We are going to have a more younger, youthful energy. And I think that represents my girl, Kamala. And basically out with the old, in with the new. Okay? Rebirth, reborn. Okay? So more peace. Doesn't that sound so much better than what we've been in? We have been in a flux of just a lot of misery. A lot of bad things have happened. I mean, it's been rough waters for the last 15 years. And I told my husband, I said, why have we been in such hard, why has life been so hard since like 2008? It's like we've never come out of this. And I'd even, just before I knew about planets shifting and all of this, I've been saying that to him for like the last year. He goes, I know. He goes, this has to smooth out. I said, eventually. So this is what we're going into now. Okay, so I wanted to explain that because now that there's been this shift and we're going into smoother waters, the younger, we're going out with the old and with the new energy, more youthful, young energy is now coming in. So now what I want to know is, what is Kamala's energy right now and what is Biden's energy now that we've come through this shift, okay? This shift in energy in the planets. So we're going to I'm going to ask the cards that question today. Those two questions. And I just did a reading on Kamala just the other day. But the thing about it is that when we do readings, we're doing the energy of the time, okay? Whatever the energy of that at that time. Everyone has free will, so the energy can shift. So, that's why it's important to a few times a week maybe do a reading on Kamala, do a reading on Biden, see how the energy is. It shifted? Is it the same? So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Spirit, what is Kamala's energy now that the planets have shifted into a lot positive, way more positive energy? Okay, 7. Okay, let me cut my cards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let me put my readers on so I can make sure I can read good. Okay. What card is on the bottom? Remember I was just talking about, I could start crying right now. Love. So that's going to be my card that's up in the corner. Okay, I'm going to lay 3 cards down. Okay. Okay, so we're going to read Kamala's energy, what she's feeling right now. Okay, she is looking forward to a surprise. You know, I'm not liking the light in here. I have my window kind of open and it's making the light in here weird. So just a second, you guys. I'm going to pause, you guys. Let me fix my blinds here and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Doesn't look better in here, the lighting, because there was just too much light coming through the window. Anyway, surprise, okay? To me, this surprise represents what I'm getting from Spirit is I'm getting that this represents the surprise that's coming, which is the turning around of this stolen election. And again, that's right next to this thief. She knows, and she's working on it. She knows that this election was stolen. That is right next to the surprise. That's so cool. Thought. I'm sure she's putting a lot of thought into this, a lot of information. So there has to be a lot of putting together all the information. That's what that thought is. Let's do 3 more. Money. Now, I don't think this represents money, actual money. I do think, though, this represents the gift to her, the gift to the country, okay, which is the election. Also, though, this may be a clue also of what's gone on in this election, and that's I'm feeling what's coming to me more. Yeah, to me that this is some of the information that she's gotten, that there's a lot of money involved in the stealing of this election. That's what came through me now. So I always get this card Priest, and it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why I get that card. And I get it with her all the time. And I look to see if Well, okay, it can be a priest, or it can be also the word for like a minister. And maybe, maybe that's how she sees herself, as a minister, not like in a religious sense, but she does lead people in a positive way. So maybe that's what it's meaning. I'm just thinking maybe, because I get that card all the time with her. And a meaning has never come to me about it until now. So, all right, what's my next one? Joyfulness. See, she's seeing the surprise, which is her getting, for the world and for her, getting what she deserved, which is the presidency, which is the surprise. And we know because it was stolen from her. So this is all just, and then joyfulness. This is her. This is all of us. Happy that she got her presidency back. We have our democracy back. Okay. Sighs. I always get this with her. I think it's just a sigh of relief. Once she gets into the presidency, we can sigh, she can sigh, and we can relax, and we know everything's going to be taken care of in a good way. Journey. I get this card with her every time too. She's on a journey. And that's one hell of a journey that she has been on, and she is on. I mean, just think of the time when Biden said that he was stepping down, and he gave it to her to run for president. It started there, as far as that part of the journey. It's like, that's one hell of a journey, you guys. And then enemy. I get this with her all the time too. She knows who the enemy is. Donald Trump and all his accolades. She knows exactly. And this is the first time that I've gotten information about anything about the information that they've been collecting. And so this money card, this is interesting. So I've seen other people reading cards, and they got the money card on there. So, okay. And in the end, it's all about love. That's it. That's it. And that's all she's about. She's about love. And she wants the best for everyone. She's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful, beautiful person. Okay. Let's see how Biden's energy is, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last one, 7. Oh, another channel, if you guys would like to check her out. I absolutely adore her too. I love her energy. I love her readings. I love her spiritual knowledge too. She has a lot of spiritual knowledge. I wrote it down, and I'll put a clickable link to both of them in the description box. Lady G Tarot. You guys will love her. Right now she's traveling. She has like a little, she has a Sprinter van? I can't remember. She made her van into one of those vans where you can, like, live in it. And she has her own little, I think, a house or apartment. I'm not sure which one it is, but she has her home base where she mainly is at. But, you guys, just a second. Okay. But she says she's like a gypsy. She likes to be on the road. Okay, so she's on the road right now. And she's recording the whole time. She's doing all of her reading, reading her tarot the whole time, doing her videos. And she has 2 little dogs. So it's really cute. It's really fun to see her on the road. So, okay. So I'll put a clickable link to her. Let's cut the cards. 1, 2, 3. Whenever I look at my screen mirror, it's because I record on my phone. And, things pop up. So, I don't know. Anyway, and I had to get it off my screen just now. Okay, so the question is, Spirit, what is Biden's energy? Oh, let's look at the bottom card. Sweetheart. So I wonder if his sweetheart is And not in the sweetheart like your girlfriend or your wife, but is his sweetheart in here? I just thought of Kamala when I heard sweetheart. You know, he adores her. He what does he call her? He calls her kid. You ready, kid? Let's go, kid. It's like his little sweetheart. He just adores her like a little daughter. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Cheerfulness. This is celebration for what they are working on right now, getting this election back to its rightful person. Okay. Gifts again. She got the card with the money, and I told you what I thought about with the money. Gifts. This is the gift that they're working towards, and the gift is going to be her becoming the president, and Walls becoming the vice president, and the despair that Trump and them are going to feel when it all goes down. Okay, 3 more. Oh, he got the money card too. Okay, I'm on the right track. Now I really feel like I'm on the right track with this. He got the money card too. So again, I feel like this is one of the clues that they are that Spirit is letting us know that with all the research they've been doing, it's about the money. And what is Trump about? The money. Okay, if anyone's about the money, it's that man. Okay, he'll sell his soul for money, which he already has with Putin. But anyway, money. So I am so on the right track. When I seen that card and it was a Kamala, they both got the money card. That's the information that this thing is majorly about money. Friend. And I've always said with the friend, this could also be Kamala, you know, his friend. He's trying to help get her back into her rightful position and be the president. Friends can also be us, all supporting, all of our good energy supporting Kamala, Biden, Walls, everyone, and supporting each other. So what does this say? Just a second. Sometimes the light's weird and I can't see it. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what this wedding card is, but this came up. Okay. So I'm not sure about this wedding card yet. So let's just keep that there. And let's just pull some more cards and see if we can make sense of that. Sometimes when you do a reading, you'll get a weird card like that, and you can't make sense of it now, but you may be able to make sense of it later. That happens a lot to me. Lord. Okay? This is what he thinks. Because Lord is like the manager. That's the person in charge. And this is what he's fighting for Kamala. To be the Lord, to be the person in charge, the people to run the show. Thief. Same card Kamala got. They're going after that Trump, the thief, who stole this election. Well, Trump, Putin, Musk, all of them. J.D. Vance, I could say, yeah, but he's probably just shocked he's messed up in all this. Like, he's like, okay, I know we're doing some stuff, but he's probably learned, girl, this is way deeper than I thought. When I've done a reading on him, I think he's going to be, from the readings I've done on him, I think he's going to be the whistleblower. For one, they treat him like crap. They treat him like he's some little errand boy, which he ain't down for that. And I think he thinks of, I mean, if they question him, I think he'll spill the beans from the readings I've done, because he's worried about his kids, his wife, his life. So he don't want to go down for Donald Trump. So he might be I think he's going to be one of the whistleblowers. Okay. Frivolity. And I got to remember what this frivolity means. It's not a word I use all the time. I have some of the definitions of cards that trip me up sometimes. I have them over here on the side. Okay, merchant. Okay, yeah. I always get this card with Kamala and with Biden. And, oh, okay. I didn't see that word, abundance. Because frivolity, oh, no, I'm mixing things up. Okay, frivolity is abundance. So how I'm going to read that is they have an abundance of information on Trump. You know what? When do you not have abundance of information? Whenever we've seen him get busted, which we see him, he's always in court getting busted about something, okay? And there is always a treasure trove of evidence against him. Every time. If Congress is investigating him, there's a treasure trove. A treasure trove. There's people coming out of the woodworks that have worked for him. They always are the people who come up with which support the evidence. His own people. There's always a treasure trove. There's always an abundance of information about his misdeeds. It always fits. So, you guys, that's it for today. I wanted to do that. I do have another question, but I'm going to save that one for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, let me just tell you one question. I'll probably have a couple more questions for tomorrow. But I just want to know overall, how is the investigation going? We kind of got some information today that I have never gotten. With the money card on both of them. So that's really cool. We'll do an overall question. We'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow also, I hate doing this because it's just bad energy, okay? Maybe, well, how long have we been on here? All right, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and do how is the investigation going with the election interference. Let's do it today. Because I'll save tomorrow so I can do it all together so I can get it done with. I don't like the energy of Trump. I don't like the energy of Putin. I don't like the energy of Musk. I don't like the energy of J.D. Vance either, but J.D. Vance is fourth on the list. But those three. So, and believe me, I have all my stones out in front of me so I can always, I can cleanse, the energy around me is always being cleansed with my clear quartz. I have black obsidian and another black stone so that I can be absorbing negative energy. I have an orange stone here for enlightenment. Believe me, I'm covered with stones. I'm wearing this amber stone. This is super protective, okay? So when I do that tomorrow, especially, I will be burning my myrrh incense right after, just to cleanse the air, cleanse my cards, cleanse my stones, because I do not like their energy at all. Okay, but let's do, let me put my cards up, and we're going to do just how the investigation overall is going. And from the energy from Kamala and from Biden, it looks like it's going good. So, and you know, I'm not the only one that's getting these type of readings. I watch other card readers, and they're getting the same things I'm getting. So it makes me feel a lot more secure in my reading that I'm not the only one getting these messages. The people I watch, we're all getting the same messages. But remember too, okay, this is 6, one more. Always remember that we're only reading energy that's happening, that the energy of right now. And the reason I do this is because I've always been an empath. I'm not a psychic, but I am an empath. Like, I feel everything. Like, on the 5th, it was about 4:30, right before they were really going to get into the election. Like, they just, like, I was watching Rachel Maddow and all them. They were just talking about it. No votes had come in yet and all that. And I was excited for that day. And I went and got Mexican food. I'm like, oh, we're going to watch Kamala win. I got Mexican food for me and my husband. And I get home. I get all the food prepared. We're about to eat. And I go, my stomach is killing me. And not the kind of stomach where you have to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. It was a stomach ache like I've never had before. And he looked at me and goes, something's wrong. I feel it. Something's wrong. And I go, me too. And then, oh my God, Trump, they start counting. All of a sudden, he's at like 100 and something. And within 30 minutes, I'm like, what? That makes no sense. Anyway, But you see, I am such an empath. I feel everything. And when something's not right, I definitely feel it in my stomach. Okay? So, anyway, let's continue on. Oh, I got to cut the cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what card's on the bottom. Let me put my readers back on. I've told that story now a couple of times, but I think it's an important story. Foe. So they know they're after this fake results. Real election, fake results. Okay, let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. We got that side card again. Look at this is what, once they prove that he stole this election, how everyone's going to be like, oh, we're going to be a democracy. We're going to stay a democracy. Sweetheart. Again, remember I got this before? I think this is how Biden sees Kamala. Is his little sweetheart. Not in the girlfriend, boyfriend, what? Girlfriend, boyfriend. Not girlfriend, wife, the way. In a way of like a daughter. Because he calls her, what does he say to her? He always calls her like, are you ready, youngin'? Or, you ready, kid? You ready, kid? You ready? He looks at her like a little, like a daughter. So that's his love for her. And young woman, this is Kamala. Okay? Among all these older men that have been in charge, she's young. Okay? Young-hearted, young spirit. All of that. Okay. Melancholy. I'm sure there's still some sadness about this, that they have to do this. But that's not even Biden. He doesn't like to focus on stuff like this. Or Kamala. None of them do. Walls either. None of them. So I'm sure they do have some sadness about this. That they have to do all this. This isn't fun work. Reunion. And I think reunion represents reuniting the country. And that, you know, Biden's always been about reuniting the country. And so is Kamala. In fact, she said, I want to be a president for all people, even if you didn't vote for me. And I think it's a time where we need to all come together. And she always talks unity, always. She always talks about community, always talks about unity. So that concept is always around all this that they're doing. Death. I think this is the death of Trump's presidency. Over before it got started. Okay, let's do 3 more cards. We basically see how it's going. But I'm sorry we didn't get the money card. But we got the money card twice with them, so we're good. Okay. I just read again something across my thing. Old woman. I always get this with Kamala, with the investigation, Kamala or Biden. And I think this is Trump's first wife. It's her spirit. I get this card all the time. And I think it's her. This is what I think. This is what I get. That this is his wife, his first wife. What is her name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, she doesn't like him, okay? He did her dirty. He did her wrong. I won't even mention some things that she said that he did to her, and it was horrible, okay? And he cheated on her with Marla, all kinds of stuff. And more stuff than we know, okay? And so I think she's come back. Come back to support this election interference, to make sure it goes through. I think she's pushing. That's what I get every time with that card. Okay, next is wife. And you know why when I think of this card with Kamala, she is like, and Biden too. Don't they both seem like they have the energy of like a mom and a dad or a grandpa? They have that maternal energy, like both of them. Like they can hold, like when she just seems so mothering. Like her stepchildren call her Mama Kamala, and they absolutely love her. And she's so, besides being the president of the United States, she could be the mother for everybody. Like, you just know she's like a warm blanket. Like, when she is up there, you're like, okay, we're going to be taken care of. I just feel like, you know? So I think that's what I get from that, because she has children in there, too. And then also this can represent Biden. if you guys ever seen Biden talking out on when he's out talking to people, he looks at people like they're the only person in the world. He hugs them, he comforts them, like that grandpa, that dad energy. The same energy. That's why they get along. They have that same take care of people energy. And then soldier. This represents all of them. Kamala, Biden, the FBI, CIA, all those A's, whatever, whoever's all looking into this, they're soldiers because they're figuring out this crap. Okay? They're collecting that information. And they know that his results are faux. They're fake as hell. So, okay, so we see how it's going. They're still collecting information. They got a little spirit of Trump's ex-wife, who's passed away, if you didn't know, helping them out. They want to make this the death of his presidency. I feel like they're really pretty far in the investigation, and they could be coming up pretty soon with all of their proof, because they're already talking about the reuniting people back together. Okay? That energy of taking everybody in, whether you voted for Kamala or not, Biden and her. So I feel, and in the other two readings, we got the money card, which is about, a lot of this is about the money. So I really feel in that sigh of relief, like, so once we hear like, okay, we got the proof, he stole the election, blah, 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 we can all relieve. So this is like, I feel, this is the first time I felt like they have really gotten somewhere with the information and collecting everything, and we're close to them coming out with whatever information they have. And in that last reading, either with Biden or with Kamala, they had the treasure card. It's a card that has all the gifts and stuff on it. Or there was I can't remember. There was a card that represented like a treasure trove of information. Okay, so yeah, so I feel like we're going to be getting the results soon. That's what I feel. That's what the energy feels like right now. Okay. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself, and you know, I'm not trying to ever say this is it, but this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm reading. This is the information I'm reading right now. Okay. When we do readings, it's only the information and the energy that we're getting at the moment. So everyone has free will. Things can change, but at this moment, this is what I feel, and I feel the energy is. So, okay, you guys, that's it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you guys to do so. If you can give this video, look at you guys what I have. A thumbs up. Isn't that cool? Dollar Tree. If you can give this, if you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. If you have a question that you want me to do a reading on, just leave it in the description and I will put it on my list. I also have another YouTube channel. It's called My Fairy Treasures. I've had that one for a long time, 12, 13 years, something like that. I do a lot of crafting. I do a lot of junk journaling. I do a lot of art journaling, crafts, Dollar Tree hauls. A lot. If I get a good deal on something, there's a good, I haul that. Craft hauls, all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, check out that channel too. Okay, you guys, that's it. All right. And remember, you guys, we have more in common than we don't. And together we're stronger. Talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.